YouTube right now. Let's go, Spence. Let's go. Start the thing. Brush off the afro or tidy up the afro. And you know where we start this thing. Dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down to a happy new year.
Yes, sir. I'm giving Pepsi free advertisement. Let me just cover up the thing. Pepsi's got to give me money. You got to give me, Baba. I'm even bigging them up by calling their name.
Tunde, this, yes, exactly. This is Ribena and soda.
Yeah, I hope you're not drinking alcohol. Cool. Listen, you deserve a drink. To be honest with you,
I don't, you know, because I like the taste of it. I'll turn alcoholic, bro.
It's the New Year's 2022. 29 people on. Press that like button, subscribe. We're just coming, and this is totally unannounced, so you know that, bruv. Oh, Gary don't even know what's going on right now.
Listen, Gary's still eating Yorkshire Puddington.
Come on. Old type Chris 123. Prince Teddy in the building. He says, big up to you two. How are you guys?
I'm blessed, Teddy. Thank you for jumping on. Make sure you tick that like and subscribe button. Yeah, it's very important.
Mr. A. Awusu says, dream it, believe it, become it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Big up, Mr. Awusu. And yeah, we're going to be hitting questions up like this for this show because, yeah, it's 2022 and 2022 is for you. How you like that one? 2022 is for you. I want you to deep that. So Menace 101. That will be the first question when we start the show. We're going to go straight into that. Chrissy Blue, big up to you. Says toast, happy 2022. Liam Courtney, happy New Year, living legends. You know the set. Bruv, where?
Bruv, go back to that Dillian Whyte question.
Yeah, well, you ready to start right now?
I'm not no joking thing, you know. Trust me.
BXR Talking Tactics. Hi, guys. I'm so excited for the show. Thank you very much. And let me just say, Bobby Wright, before we go into this thing here, we're back again.
Come on.
Come on. All right, let's go. Let's straight into it, Spencer. 40 people on the live, please. I beg, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and donate some money. Because 2022, we need some cash right now. All right, let's go. Wait. Let me see. All right. Where's the question? Where's it gone? Where's he gone? Spence.
What do you mean? You asking me for? Like I'm working the thing. Tunde's looking like he just come off a robbery, bro. Tunde, you look like he just come off a robbery.
I remember what the question was anyway. The question was, is Dillian Whyte pricing himself out for this fight here?
How can he be pricing himself out? Let's ask yourself this. Be serious, yeah? This in the capacity of big fights for two British heavyweights to end up clashing who are top contenders. No disrespect to the debacle that we saw when Audley Harrison challenged David Haye for the WBA title. Was that nearly 12 years ago now? That one doesn't count, right? This one does count because Dillian Whyte has been WBC #1 contender for a hot minute, getting knocked out, losing his spot by Povetkin, then coming back and knocking back out Povetkin to reclaim his spot. What more does Dillian Whyte have to do? If we took away on certain opponents that Dillian Whyte has fought or he has faced, Hellenius, that could have been for a world title, right? Let's be real. Rivas, that could have been for a world title.
Yeah,
Lucas Brown at the time was a former WBA regular champion, yes, right? And an unbeaten man when Dillian Whyte knocked him out with that hellacious left hook. That could have been for a world title. Do you want to go up? Joseph Parker, that could have been for a world title. So when we look at the resume of Dillian Whyte, right? You got to look at it.
Hold on. Today we ain't missing no snap. What they call them? Snapchat or what's the donation called?
The cash money.
It's cash money. Big up, Punch Drunk Boxing. Thank you very much, sir, for the $9.99. He says, "What's up, brothers? I think highly of Benjamin Whitaker. Elusive, beautiful movement and jabs. I think he's the future champ. What both of you think of Whitaker?" After we deal with this Dillian question, that's the next question.
Right. So I'm saying, like, when we look on what Dillian Whyte has done and his resume is up there. You know what I mean? Take out Luis Ortiz, he's got a better resume than Deontay Wilder. Think about it. Because he's been consistent with the people on his resume and who he's being. So we can't turn around and say he's priced himself out. Dillian could have sat down and thought, well, I'm going to get offered X amount of money. Let me sit down, big up Punch Drunk, because he's my brother still. You know, he's a cool brother, right? He must have sat down and thought, you know what? If that fight goes, he thought he's looking at a 60-40 split. That's what he thought he was going to get, right? Yes. So he thought, all right, then, well, I'm going to wait to see what the split is. But then also, he has to go to arbitration. He has to go to arbitration to try and put a stop on Tyson Fury going and fighting anybody else. But now there's talk that Tyson Fury could either fight Andy Ruiz or Helenius for the Ring Magazine world title, right? Right, in Saudi Arabia, because the Saudis are putting up some big money to host Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has reinvented his career, and we've seen from where Tyson Fury was 6 years ago to the Tyson Fury that we're seeing today. So when we're looking at that now, we're saying, well, you know what? Dillian Whyte has not priced himself out. Dillian Whyte is claiming his worth. So he's saying, well, of course I'll be worth to get that 60-40 split.
But isn't the purse also determined by what Dillian has earned previously? Or what Dillian has declared?
It is, but what I think, sometimes you can be one smart, you can be two smart, but you can't be three smart. And I think that he was approached and offers were made, and I think like he turned down the money that was offered, thinking that I'm going to get more money than it. So if that is the case, then he's come a cropper. But there's nothing wrong with somebody believing in their worth, because he has consistently, like, he's been offered. He said like he wanted 10 mil for that fight.
Yeah.
And Bob Arum said that's too greedy. How is that too greedy?
But I want to ask a question. Isn't Dillian in jeopardy of again missing out on a big fight, because he was offered
100%, Tunde. 100%.
He was offered money for AJ as well.
He was offered $5 million for AJ fight. Yeah. Which he turned down, but he turned it down off of the basis of the options that AJ wanted after. He said if you won, you'd get less than $5 million in the return. Right? So, but what this is what I got to flip back the page now. If I flip back the page to 1992, the rematch between Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe.
The knowledge.
Right? And in the rematch, the reason why Lennox Lewis didn't get the shot at Riddick Bowe and ended up becoming given the WBC belt when Riddick Bowe famously took the WBC belt and threw it in the dustbin was because they offered him, you know what I mean, he was, at the time, Riddick Bowe was being advised by Rock Newman. Rock Newman was actually a radio man. He was a hustler man. He was a radio guy.
He's a nation man as well, isn't it?
He's a nation man, yeah. He's a Nation Islam man, right? So Rock Newman turned around and Rock Newman said, well, we're going to offer you on the split from the TV rights and everything else, we're going to go 90-10.
Wait a minute. Hey, for boxing. He said, Tunde, you look like you're about to do a hit, fam. Yeah, I'm coming with my new Jack City look this evening. It's New Year's. But anyway, sorry.
So, Rock Newman, they offered Lennox Lewis a 90-10 split.
Yes, sir.
Right?
11 p.m.
Frank Maloney, who is now Kelly Maloney, but Frank Maloney at the time said, "You're not my fucking life. I'm going to take that money," right? And they didn't take it, right? They didn't take it, that fight, and that would have been one of the biggest heavyweight fights of the time. And it is a fight that is sorely missed because it didn't happen, right? So them offering Dillian Whyte, because remember, if Tyson Fury was to abscond of the WBC belt, because Dillian Whyte is the interim champion, he'll be lodged as being the official WBC champion. So Dillian's saying, well, I've got all of these things going in my favor, so why are you only offering me like a 20% split of the purse? When usually it's 30-70. You know what I mean? But you've been an interim champion.
I thought it was 60-40, man.
No, it's 60-40 when you're in. It's a 60-40.
In a mandatory.
When you're mandatory.
Yes.
The argument is whether Dillian's mandatory or not.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because he's number one contender, but he's not necessarily mandatory. And we know that mandatory don't really mean much because he mandatory to fight Deontay Wilder for 1,102 days and nothing didn't happen. So what does that mean?
So the question that comes up in mind, just a normal question. What is Dillian gonna do, Spence? Because okay, so he refuses this money. He says that he's worth more than that. Who does he fight? Because AJ's tied up. So AJ's tied up. Well, he's supposed to fight Usyk, but from what I'm hearing from yourself, is that step aside money looks nice. And bro, AJ's taking that step aside money, which is something that I said he should have done, which I said on the show last week. If I was AJ, I'm taking that step aside money. I don't business because I still think Usyk is just all wrong for AJ. I feel that he should take it, and then we see what happens after that. But listen, he's his own man. He's got a right to make his own decisions. But going back to Dillian, I'm saying that I just feel that Dillian has to be careful because, again, you turn down this fight. Fury fights Helenius or Ruiz, beats one of them, moves on to a next fight. What's the next fight?
It'd be Fury and Usyk.
Fury and Usyk. Dillian left out again.
Yeah.
So I think that unless Dillian's not happy with the money that he's got right now currently, and meaning that the investments he's made, the properties that he's attained or got, or the assets that he's got, fam. I mean, and again, I don't want to. You can't really talk in another man's business with certainty because it's his career, it's his life. You know, this may be more than money for Dillian now, but from the last time I checked, it's called prize fighting.
Well,
and money is one of the main, if not the main factor of this sport. So we'll see what Dillian does and where he feels. But I don't want to say time's running out. I don't want to say that because he's still a young man. But you know, heavyweight boxing, go on.
Time is running out.
Yeah, as we've seen. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, as we've seen, heavyweight boxing is one where you can't really mess about. You just got to go for it. Get what you can get.
Time is running out. This is what I'm trying to say. Is like,
yes,
certain things you could turn down. Listen, Evander Holyfield took the 10% from the 90-10 split. He took it, and what did he do? He beat Riddick Bowe.
But this is what I'm saying.
Right, he took it.
Confidence is there. Just take the money, broke up this man.
Yeah, he took it. He said, "All right, then cool. All right, you're gonna give me the lowest."
Trail boxing in the US of A. Salute to the UK Dream Team. Much love from down in Texas.
Listen, big up Black Fight Club. I mean, I've done a look. I went on their show yesterday. I went on the show yesterday, Ton, and that man was like, "Yeah, I mean, big up Spence Fearon, man. I mean, I always get much love from them. I mean,
sir.
even from what's his name, 7-8 start showing me love as well. That's where you know that things the world's changing because he's the biggest Deontay Wilder supporter.
Okay,
right.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't blame him. You're back your own, innit? I mean, I don't blame the man for be supporting them, man. Like that's what you're meant to do. If you're down with a man, you're meant to ride or die for him.
But if you haven't already subscribed to True Boxing Talk, make sure you subscribe because that brother His show is a live, interactive show. They got enough content, man, and he's a great guy as well, man. So
Yeah.
yes, sir.
I mean, proper things, man. Proper things.
Off
So
the campus boxing. Thank you, young man.
come on.
Doing your thing. Happy New Year. Champs, and much blessings on the year ahead. Thank you very much, sir. You keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I dropped my brother home from Crystal Palace. Man was shocked, but you know how we do, Spence.
Yeah. How much are you charging, Ton?
Bro, I should have charged him taxi money, bro. Some Uber money, because you know I'm Nigerian as well. So
what? You driving that big Merc of yours? Come on, man. Petrol ain't free out here, bro. You just paid you back for petrol money.
Come on. Oh yeah. So let's. So you're saying. So in your opinion, what do you feel Dillian should do?
Take the low ball money.
Take the
low ball money. Reason being is this. I speak to Dillian, so do you. He is unbenignly confident that he'll beat Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I'm saying take it. Right? Because the split's going to be the split. Jose Sullivan, I think there's a little bit of skullduggery there, anyway, to say the truth. You know what I mean? Mauricio Sullivan. I think they're coming. You know what I mean? Like he's come out and said, well, we're doing the splits at 80-20, right? Knowing that Dillian ain't going to take that. You know what I mean? So we don't know what could happen. But what I am saying is this.
84 Boxing just said, did Dillian really get 300K for his last fight? That can't be right?
I don't believe that. What
I want to say is, again, you're talking about 1 smart, 2 smart, 3 smart. Sometimes the purses are calculated by a man's purse. So a promoter can offer someone back. So if you're declaring that you're getting 300K, the promoter can look at that and say, oh, I'm not paying no big 10 million. You only got 300K for your last fight.
Yeah, but if that is the case, we all know man could be dodging a taxman with that one day, you know.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say. But then a promoter can use that to his advantage.
Yeah, but it's not the promoter that's come up with that. It's the WBC.
Okay, so then Dillian must have declared that's what he earned.
Well, I don't know about that. I can't talk about the man's finances, but I don't believe in no way did he earn 300 grand for his last fight.
No, sir.
The Povetkin fight, no way on God's green earth did he earn that.
No, sir. No, sir. But 80-20 is a bit of a liberty, though. I'm just going to be real. I think that's a bit too... Give Dillian more. I think he deserves more. But at the end of the day, it's not my business. So, but just, you know, at a first shot, I think Dillian deserves more than that. Just, if anything, for the time and the patience that he's shown.
But you know what? I should send Dillian a link right now to jump on, but it's running late, so I don't want to disturb them at this late time.
Yeah, it's late. Does Whyte do more numbers than Tyson Fury? I doubt it.
No, he don't. No way.
Let's
be real. Tyson Fury has a global appeal. You know what I mean? That is not only to the boxing fan now. And let's just be real, it is.
True Boxing said they'll move the goalposts if he takes the shoot money, Spence.
Yeah, in your opinion. You know what? I agree, but what I'm trying to say, he should take it. Doesn't say, look, I just want to fight you. That's done. Dillian's a very wealthy man. Dillian's a millionaire. And sometimes man will try to move things. I'm saying, well, sometimes you got to put the business aspects to one side and say, listen, this is, without the fighting, there is no business. So we can sit down and talk about business all we want, like economics all we want. But if we looked at it and said, right, I want to fight you because I believe in and he does, in his heart of hearts, Dillian believes that he can beat Fury.
Yes.
Right? So you get the win, and just like, what's that?
1000
says Dillian beats Fury, his stock goes up automatically for better purses. I need to get my glasses on. Yeah. So, and I totally agree. If he beats him, that's what's gonna happen. He beats him, then boom, he goes up again. So,
sorry, Spencer. Bro, man said, cause we were saying David H trying to kill Chisora. but man said, John Khan says, please, just before you lot continue, why are they trying to kill Chisora? Wilder versus Chisora 2022. Why?
You know what? You know what?
But as mad as it seems, you know,
Derek's got a
Derek
chance
has got a big chance in that fight, you know.
I'm telling you.
But please don't let that clap from Wilder.
Listen, they're trying to kill Derek Chisora, you know. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Yo, Chill Boxing, we're going to try and get Derek Chisora on your show, you know, because that'd be a cool one for him to go talk to the American fans.
Yeah, Derek's our guy. Derek's our guy. And, bruv, yeah, the only man stopping Derek from fighting is Derek himself. No one can't tell Derek nothing.
He's not retiring. You see his tweet?
No one can't tell Derek nothing.
He said, F you lot, I'm not retiring, bro.
In his mind, he's fit, he's able, he's ready, and you know, he loves the sport. So again, every man writes his own story, and he has a right to choose how the story ends.
Yeah.
Jackie Boy Johnson said Dillian should take whatever if he believes he'll win win, then finances won't matter. A sentiment echoed by Spencer Fearon.
Yeah.
True Boxing UK said, True Boxing Talk says, we love Chisora in America. He's always welcome. Aha! So Derek,
I'm going to hold out for him.
Derek, talk to your promoter. And also, talk Spencer, hook up the interview with True Boxing and Derek Chisora. That'd be a good one.
It would be. We'll see.
Mayor of Brixton. Well, hold on there.
Yeah, salute.
Big up the Mayor of Brixton. Yes, sir. Happy New Year to the finest duo in South and the rest of the team. May it be a prosperous 2022 in pocket and soul. Come on. Love that. Love that.
The Mayor of Brixton's a real one. I've got nothing but love for him, you know.
Come on.
Always support him. Big up yourself.
Chisora Ortiz thoughts. Well, Ortiz has got to get through Charles Martin tonight, which, according to Charles Martin, is not going to go so easily.
Yes, sir.
Charles Martin saying he's coming for that smoke, and then he's coming for 2 fights with AJ.
Attention.
That's what Charles Martin said at the press conference.
Attention. Yeah? Did you not see him against Kawaki or Glaswaki, what his blinking name is, when he lost? Spare me.
Who lost?
Charles Martin, when he lost. He lost 3 fights ago. Spare me with this talk. Charles Martin was very fortunate.
Slow there, Charles Martin. Just big up BXR talking tactics. I agree with Spencer. If Dillian believes he can win, then take the fight as his value will go up. The fact that there is no rematch clause. All right, thank you for that.
And there is no rematch clause. There is no rematch clause simply because they haven't put that in place because Tyson Fury thinks rough at Dillian Whyte. I play with the bomb. That's what he thinks. You know what I mean? And also I know that's what Tyson Fury's team think. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
You lot are starting to give me joke already. Well, this is what I love about the Fighters Right crew, you know. My man said, Charles Martin, laugh out loud, I could do him, and I've only had 1 charity fight. Bro, the man said it, bro. Man said I'll do him, sunshine, and I've only had 1 charity fight. Oh, Charles Martin, yeah, love that. Come on, big up Menace 101, yeah. Now, but Charles Martin's chatting that smoke. He said today, or in the press conference, he said, "Listen, we all know that I was done over against AJ. He didn't get a fair shake, so I'm gonna take the AJ. I'm gonna fight AJ, beat him, then beat him again in a rematch. So we'll see what happens." Hold tight up, London TV. Come on. Guys,
he's meant to say that. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Let's keep this thing 100. Charles Martin's meant to say that. Whether you can do it's a totally different thing. But you're meant to say that.
I ain't spoke to Dillian for a hot minute though. Is he Dillian cool? I'm gonna give him
he's good, man. I spoke to him last week. He's good, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a shout. I'm gonna give it that. Zaki Hussein says, I'm sick of these rematch issues. They always get in the way of the next big fight. But I think it's just business, Zaki. It's just business. You know, listen, when someone's got something, I mean, look, if we didn't have a rematch clause in place for the Arthur fight,
You'd have never taken it.
he would have got away with bloody the greatest robbery since the Great Train Robbery. You understand? So it's business, and you know you got to secure yourself regardless. You can never be too sure when you get to that level of the sport. It's imperative that certain things in place. A rematch clause would have done Teofimo Lopez a favor, but guess what? He never had no rematch clause in the thing, and now my man's on high. Cambosis, he's literally picking who he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bet you
Cambosis is gonna fight Devin Haney. You do it. Fifi, big up for the €4.99. Salute.
You know what? That's mad, you know, because Bill, I spoke to. Remember, I was trying to get Bill on the show with and Bill phoned me. He said, "Yeah, he gave us Cambosis' manager's number, but you've got that anyway."
Yeah, I got it.
And, you know, Bill said he's ready to hop on anytime.
You know what? We got to holler him. We can do that. We can do that for like this week. When in the week to come, we can do that.
Yes.
We can do that.
M asks if you could make one fight. If you could make one boxing fight happen currently, what would it be, Spence?
One boxing fight currently, it would be Anthony Yard versus Canelo.
Hey, Shineke.
Right, but then that's my bias. But then, definitely it would be Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. I'll just make that fight just to get it out of the way and be done. But for a fun fight, I would say Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Because both will come off.
That's actually a fight I would love to see.
That's a scrap.
It's actually a fight I would love to see. And you know
what?
Wait,
did you see Anthony Joshua hitting a punch bag with Floyd?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that.
Did you see that?
But first of all, let me just say I would like to see AJ versus Wilder, and I'm going for an AJ knockout within the first 3 rounds. I like that. Why you taking a long deep? Man, sip on the champagne. Don't disrespect. But I'm telling you, styles make fights. We do know this, Spence. And I'm telling you that AJ will clap out Wilder within 3 rounds. I'm telling you. All right, cool. All right, watch. Just watch. Old type Bobby Wright. Wait there. Let me get Bobby Wright out because, you know, we got him.
Bobby Wright was down with COVID. I hope that Bobby has made a speedy recovery now.
All right, listen. Bobby Wright, thank you for the 449. He says, I was doing some studying today and I didn't realize AY started his career on the 9th. Stick to the plan. You're up to something, Bobby. Brother, don't let the cat out of the bag, mate. Don't let the cat out of the bag. But yes, sir, you're absolutely right. The mate. Anyway, stick to the plans there, as you said. Anyways, Karen Spence, my money's on Wilder.
On Wilder, you change your mind.
Man, he says, it's a good fight. What do you guys think? AJ versus Deontay Wilder. No, that's racist. That's racist. John Carl says Wilder's right hand will send Mav AJ back to Nigeria. No, brother. No, it's not, bro.
Man saying.
I keep telling you, man. You, man, please do not forget the accomplishments of Anthony Olufemi and Joshua. This guy really put boxing.
I'm listening. I'm just topping up my glass, bro.
This guy really put boxing back on the world map, not just for boxing fans. And I ain't never gonna let that slip. True boxing is cracking up. But it's a good fight. No, you must admit, True. It's a good fight, AJ versus Wilder. And I think it's a fight currently that people would actually be more interested in any other fight in boxing. Anthony, and listen, AJ, I'm selling that fight for you because, bruv, so I want my percentage. But that fight is a big fight. That fight is a big fight. But I'm telling you, Anthony Joshua would knock out Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Mayor of Brixton says AJ gets sparked. I don't believe so, sir. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Dragon of the West says AJ beats Wilder. I echo those sentiments. Mr. West got to take what's this? IA says got to take into consideration Wilder, the heavyweight. AJ can't stand the most. Yeah.
So what he's trying to say to me is that AJ will fight hard.
Say that again, Spence.
He's saying AJ will fight hard.
Of course, 100%. But I think at this stage of his career, Anthony Joshua is gonna fight hard anyway, because he comes across as someone, to me, that loves to prove people wrong silently, and Anthony Yard is exactly the same. And I feel that he's on a mission to silence the doubters for himself first, and obviously, and just to prove people wrong. Because it's like people are forgetting him, just because of that one loss. And as I said, Styles most times make fights. Styles didn't make fights with Floyd because he beat every star out there. Styles didn't make fights with Joe Calzaghe because he beat everyone out there. So that rule doesn't apply to everybody. But in that contest, it certainly did. Big up Chrissy Blue. He says I agree with Tunde. Tunde, I usually agree with you, but he says Wilder inside 6 for me. Well, this is a great thing about boxing. Everybody, it's an opinionated sport, and everybody's got the right to their opinion. The Ag Babman says Happy New Year, Ogatunde and the Don Spencer. He says love AJ. Oh no, wait there. Where's the comment? Sorry. Let me read it properly because I'm reading it from the big screen. Yeah, Happy New Year to the Ogatunde and Don Spencer. Love AJ and what he stands for, but Wilder has that grit and chin that my boy AJ might be lacking. And I think the crucial word there is might, because as I said on the show, that's very subjective. Because if we just go back to AJ versus Dillian Whyte, that was some serious. I love the way AJ was in that fight. Because it's like, he licked his lips, bit down, and even in the Klitschko fight, we can't say that this man ain't got the grip. Because the Klitschko fight was monumental. A Spence?
Yeah, all right. And this is what I'm going to say to you. Yeah, we can't say he hasn't got the grip. And
hold on. So, wait there. Another Snapchat. Hold tight, the gold
Snapchat.
That's how I call it. Snapchat. Hold tight. Thank you, Ghost Nose Boxing, £5. Wilder versus Joshua is basically who lands first. Wilder's skinny legs will be doing the Amir Khan dance. Once AJ lands, the fight won't go past 5 rounds. This is a big fight.
All right, Tony, continue with your talk, because I wanna jump in on that. Continue.
Yeah, no, that's what the Goals of the Boxing says. But I think I made my point. I just believe AJ has the grit. The Klitschko fight showed that. The Dillian Whyte fight showed that. And the rest of the fights, he hasn't really needed to show the grit. But this is boxing. You just look at AJ's resume. He's fought a lot of these guys before the current heavyweights we're talking about with. We can't say that about Tyson Fury, but most of them, AJ's fought them first. Povetkin, he beat. Joseph Parker, he beat before these guys are beating them. So AJ's resume is up there, and he's definitely showed grit, Spence.
Yeah, he showed grit, but this is what I'm trying to say. He showed grit, but what I'm saying is, has he showed desire? There's a difference.
Well, all right then. You say there's a difference, but how can he not have desire and achieve so much?
No. I'm talking.
Are you talking about desire now?
I'm talking desire now, Ton.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, what makes you think that he hasn't got what? Because he's got a lot of money, because he's on every billboard, because he had a bad performance, against Usyk.
How was that a bad performance? Usyk beat
No,
him.
you're saying Desire. So
That wasn't a bad performance against
brother.
Usyk.
I'm asking you.
What are you getting all hyped for? What are you getting all hyped for? Because you're your little black top, you know.
Bro, don't get me mad.
I'm saying, bro, you know, refugee. Might not call immigration on you, right?
No, I'm saying, where is this talk coming from? Like, if you're saying to me, this man hasn't got desire or hasn't shown desire, I'm saying, where? At what point did he not show desire?
Did he show desire?
All right, answer the question.
Did he show desire in the Usyk fight?
He just didn't have the right game plan.
All right, then, cool. So
that's not lack of desire.
Wait there. And when things are going wrong, you need a man to turn around and say to you, like, end of round 7, you know what? Let's empty the tank.
That's round eight.
Was it round 8? Yeah, it was round 8. Sorry, round 8. My apologies. Yeah. And did he have someone saying that to him to go empty the tank?
That's a fair point. That is a
of course it's a fair point.
But again,
and that's not me gunning anti-Joshua. No. I'm just telling you how it is.
Let me touch on it, brother. That's a fair point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have desire. It means there was a point in the fight. There was a point in the fight where the people that are around him should have said, "Fam, come, bruv, take this thing back to the roads," and just let off. But it don't mean he never had desire. I think when you say someone doesn't have desire, that means that he didn't prepare for the fight properly. He wasn't taking it serious. I don't believe that was the case. I just believe that on that particular night when he fought Usyk, they wasn't prepared for the mental strategy that Usyk was coming for, or Anthony wasn't prepared and his team wasn't prepared for that mental business that Usyk was coming with.
I will eat strawberries. That's what I'm saying to you. The ghost who knows boxing, big up for the £5. Did you just read that question to him? Yeah,
I read it. M said it's more mental than it's harder to fix. Again, great point. You know, mental. You know what I feel about that. You know, I feel the mentality is everything.
All right, Tom, let's be real. AJ's looking a bit mooky right now, Tom.
Who?
AJ's looking a bit mooky, like he's mad, bro.
Again, please, you have to. When you say certain or use certain language, you have to expand, because there's people and they don't understand that terminology. So when you say,
let's go to the Urban Dictionary and find out what I'm talking about then. Because,
what do you mean, bro? You can't just leave the people hanging. You're saying he's moving a bit mooky. What do you mean?
He's looking a bit detached from reality on certain things, too.
You know what he looks like to me? I hear that, but you know what he looks like to me?
Go on.
He looks like he's searching for the right move. That's what it is. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because at a time like this, you need to be able to block out everything and focus on what's best for you. And if that's what he's doing, and if that's what you're seeing, then I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, Spence.
No, I don't think it is. But when you're anti-Joshua at that level, what happens is like all the eyes are going to be on you anyway. So anything that you do, man's going to be watching you. And that's what he's getting right now. He's getting bare man watching.
But again, I know a lot, or I can't say more than anybody else, but I do know that sometimes people can see what they want to see. You know, we only he knows what's in his mind.
Ton. You can say we see what we want to see, but what I'm saying is, I listened to the interview that he did with Coogan, right? And he seemed like a despondent soul, right? Not because I'm looking for his despondency, it's because that is what I interpreted by the things that he was saying. You know what I mean? He looked, there was a vacant look on him. And this is for a young man who's got a lot of pressure on himself. This is a young man that is thinking, right, I've done this corporate thing. I've bagged a lot of money off of it. Don't get twisted. Andy Joshua can fight. You can't win an Olympic gold medal. You can't win a British title. You can't win. You can't win a IBF world title, then go on to win a WBA title, then a WBO title if you can't fight. Obviously, the man can fight. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so how is he lacking desire?
But he's still limited in his ability because he hasn't grown in boxing. So he's trying to say to him,
listen, Spence, let me just cut you there. I keep hearing this about he hasn't grown in boxing. Keep hearing, but my point is this. You're saying he ain't grown in boxing, but my man swept up. He's clipped up. The guy's a 2-time heavyweight champion. He's an Olympic gold medalist.
And he still hasn't grown in boxing. Has he grown in boxing? Stop. Let's start ready for you. I know you're always getting defensive of your Nigerian brother, but let me tell you this now.
How is he not?
Shut up, you little refugee, and let me talk, yeah? This is what I'm saying to you, yeah? This is what I'm saying to you. Anthony Joshua,
yes.
Has he grown in boxing like Tyson Fury's grown in boxing?
And what do you mean, has he grown in boxing?
Has he grown in boxing? You know what I mean. What do you mean, what I mean? Shut up, you know what I mean. You just feel the way because I'm telling you now. Has he grown in boxing like
Wait. Before I answer that question, I think AJ gets empowered through the opinions of others. Now, those same people are trashing his name. It's like he's lost his confidence.
And I agree.
Is a great point off the canvas boxing. But anyway, Spence, before we touch on that point, that off the canvas point, what was you saying? I'm glad you're eating strawberries now and not flipping festivals. Bro, it's a new year, bro. I need to set the example.
Tunde, no, don't be upset because you had fufu and turkey on Christmas Day, yeah? With suya.
But anyway, yeah, come on. Listen,
I'm saying Anthony Joshua hasn't grown in boxing or been around boxing people from a young age.
So what does that mean?
It means a lot.
But hold on. Povetkin has been around boxing people his whole life and whole career. He got broke up.
Who? Povetkin.
What do
you mean? He got broke up. He got broke up when? When did he get broke up?
By AJ.
Yeah.
So the point is, listen, there's certain people that I can call. There's people who's been around boxing their whole life. They haven't got to the level where even I have as a trainer.
Here we go. I was wondering when you're going to start mentioning yourself. Here we go. Here we go.
As much as I don't want to use myself as an example.
Well, then don't then. Then don't.
It's a fact. But friends, listen. It's a fact, brother.
Then don't.
Your success in anything, boxing or otherwise, is not determined by how long you've been in it. It's determined by your application, your dedication, your focus, and your concentration to the sport.
Yeah, and what I'm saying to you,
and Anthony Joshua has displayed that, hence why he's an Olympic gold medalist. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion on the road, and he weren't born into the sport of boxing. So don't chat about no desire. Nonsense, fam.
Did he seem like he had desire when he was fighting Usyk?
Again, that wasn't desire. I believe, again, if you listen to, which I know you have because you was right there, on the breakdown, I said that I feel they're underestimating Usyk's mental capacity. They thought they could just go in there with a certain game plan, but they wasn't prepared for that. And AJ wasn't prepared for that.
AJ
that's why I feel
AJ thought that he could outbox Usyk.
No, man, I don't believe that.
He did.
I heard him say something like that. But I think that was just camera talk.
No,
I don't believe he thought he could have outboxed Usyk. No.
It was camera talk. He thought that. I'm telling you now. Why? Listen to me. I'm not even listening because man gonna think I'm trying to trash Anthony Joshua. I got nothing but love and respect for the youth, right? But what I am saying is, when it comes to certain things where I know,
here we go, Haslem. Who's the bums that he fought? Don't let me go through AJ's.
No. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. He ain't gonna fought no bums.
If you're saying these fat bums, you show me who else. Whatever heavyweight has fought the heavyweights that AJ's fought. What are you talking about? bum.
AJ ain't no bum. AJ ain't fought no
Don't chat.
bums. He ain't fought no bums.
Don't come in there with your
You know what I
nonsense, man.
mean? He ain't
Anyway,
fought no bums either.
Spence.
You know what I mean? Because I want man to realize this part as well, you know. Pulev is a serious contender, you know.
Bro, that guy was a little white Mike Tyson at one point.
Right.
No, not Pulev. Povetkin, I'm talking about.
Povetkin, yeah. But yeah, right. So I don't want to hear no talk about that at all. At all. That man was a serious man.
Yeah, 84 boxing. AJ's resume is the best of any current heavyweight. Facts. I'm even trying to look at AJ's record right now.
No, it's ridiculous.
Just to get some names up for you AJ haters. Come on. Anyways, let's keep this thing. I like this conversation.
Right. No, I'm saying Anthony Joshua, as far as I am concerned, is trying to find himself. And when you're trying to find yourself, but your name's Anthony Joshua, the whole public eye is going to be on you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That was really his journey from the beginning of his career.
Right.
From
Similar to, let me tell you, Davey Moore, yeah, who became, I think he was like 9 fights in when he became world super welterweight WBA champion. Davey Moore was a very good fighter from Brooklyn. He was a little bad man. He used to roll the streets with Aaron Barkley. And Davey Moore went into the fight against Roberto Duran, and it's one of the worst beaters I've ever seen. And then after that loss, he wanted to regroup to learn the certain fundamentals because he was getting through on like natural ability. He wasn't getting through on things that he was taught. So they weren't, as we know, boxing very cerebral, but your cerebral comes from also repetition. So if you're constantly trying to just throw the jab and then the left hook, throw the jab, then the left hook, you're doing that 500, 600, 1,000 times, yeah? Then it's gonna come into your mental psyche. David Moore was just a talented man that could just go do these he could do stuff. He fought Lloyd Hannigan. I think it was like 1979 in the amateurs. And Lloyd Hannigan went to America. It was UK versus USA, New York versus London. And Lloyd Hannigan went out there and he said he lost on points to David Moore in I think it was a light welterweight contest. And Lloyd said, Spencer, the reason why I lost the fight, right? When I went to America, remember, this is 1979, you know, they had so much blue movies on the TV screen. They had bare blue movie films. He said he stayed up all night. He stayed up all night watching blue movie.
Derek Williams told me something like that as well at the party the other day at James Cook's thing as well.
He said when he went to go fight, he said right, his leg was mash up.
Come on.
So David Moore, when he lost to Duran, he said, right, I've got to go learn this thing properly. I think he linked up with either Eddie Futcher or George Benn, one of the two, right? He linked up with them, man, for them to go teach him the fundamentals of boxing. And he famously got jackknifed by his car, like he was pushing his car and he fell over. Or he was pushing his car and the car rolled over and killed him. And that's how he died. But that man knew certain things weren't happening and they had to go learn boxing. He was learning boxing because I remember he boxed Wilfred Benitez about, 83, late 83, he fought Wilfred Benitez in Paris on a card out there. And he beat Wilfred Benitez. Wilfred Benitez was still relatively good at that time. He wasn't the guy that knocked out Morris Hope for the WBC light middleweight title, but he was still a relatively good fighter. And he beat a couple good guys because he learned how to box. So what I'm trying to say, with AJ's bigger than them, man, there. So AJ trying to say, I'm going to learn how to box. Right now, we're living in this tweet, text, post era. Anything that AJ does, man's going to post it because, number one, you're former heavyweight champion of the world and you're still a global icon in the sport of boxing. Anything that you do, man's going to use that to their advantage. So you're in the gym, you're seeing, because you went junior lick pads and you want to lick pads. I mean, he done a little bit of pads with, what's his name, Coach Wilson. You know what I mean? So, obviously, when he's doing them kind of things, you got to realize that when you're hitting pads with a man and you're jumping from trainer to trainer to trainer, licking pads, and it's all over on social media, all that shit, they're zapping your energy, bro. Because pad work, as you know, Ton, is a spiritual thing, you know? You can't just walk in and I want to hit pads with this because it's a very, very
That's the only thing I
emotional
don't
connection.
That's the only thing I don't really like. I don't feel
Right.
if he's doing it, I don't think he should. I mean, AJ is a bit different because when I say he's a bit different, I just don't believe that your fighter should be going around and hitting pads with different trainers because, as you said, it's a spiritual thing.
All right, sorry, stop. Tun, did I not tell you that Robert McCracken's gone? And man tried to say that's fake news. Remember last week when Akabok,
yes, sir,
Akabok and Maxi Hughes.
Maxi Hughes,
yeah, man was saying, nah, fake news, not leaving Robert McCracken. To me, it seemed like every indication that he's already left. Because if I'm Robert McCracken, you can't be going. Listen, I remember when David Hayes started to do work with Ishmael Salas, yeah?
Yes.
And he went out to America to do some work with him. And I remember Alan Booth saying, David's doing a little bit with Ishmael Salas now, and so he weren't rightly knowing like what was going on. It was still a social media time, but not as big as how it is now, because people tweet and text, you know what I mean, when they go to the toilet to write it, right?
Yeah.
But he still showed respect to Adam by not posting out the things.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't really like. But
when you see a man posting out the thing, then I'm telling you that let's just call it as it is. Robert McCracken's done it in this thing. Robert's a very nice guy, very wealthy man. But he's actually a nice human being. I ain't gonna lie to you. Robert's one of the nice guys in boxing. But from when AJ's doing that, you're gone, bro. And the next thing, when AJ went to America, he didn't bring Robert McCracken. He bought Angel Fernandez.
Well, isn't that because Robert had England duties or something?
No. The thing was done then. The Olympics was done.
Anyway, right. That's a bit. Fifi said, Hearn and AJ said it. AJ's learning on the job. He is mechanical fighter with the basic artillery. His footwork is limited. He struggles against combination, speed, and dynamic footwork. Before we answer that question, one thing, I mean, you answer me this, Spence. How many perfect fighters are there?
There are none.
So my thing is this: it don't matter what AJ does, someone's gonna have something to say about it.
Yeah, there ain't. But I have watched a lot of boxing and I've seen certain man that are close to perfect.
Wait, Spence. I keep on seeing these little flying comments about he needs to learn this and needs to learn that.
Sorry, the man in the background there you can see on the TV right now, Sugar 11, Marvin Hagler, April 6, 1987. That was a close to perfect kind of thing. When we talk about perfect,
but let me finish my thing. What I'm trying to say is that because, as you said, AJ is constantly under scrutiny from the beginning of his career. There's always going to be someone that says he needs this, he needs that, he should have done this, he should have done that. He is who he is, and he's done very well being who he is. Can he get better? I'm not too sure. I think now at this stage of his career, it's all about his mindset. I don't necessarily think he needs to change. I think he just stick to the plan, continue to fight according to the style. There ain't no perfect fighter, Spence. It's just the style that beat AJ on that night. I don't believe it's anything to do with desire or any of that. I just believe that he now has an opportunity, if he takes it, to right the wrong, which is the way you right the wrong. There were glimpses in that fight where AJ was doing the right thing. And my man's chatting about I feel, but his face was broke up. His face was mashed up after the fight. Usyk.
Yeah, but Usyk's European.
Listen, don't come with that nonsense.
Listen.
But what I'm saying is AJ was successful in parts of that fight. It's just that he didn't do enough. And I don't feel that boils down to him not having desire.
It boils down to him, Ton. Because at the end of the day, he's the guy that lost the fight.
Oh, yes. No one's denying that. But he can come back. He can come back. Anyway, bro, AJ's got better energy on this show today. But I'm always backing my man because I feel that.
No, listen, I'm not backing him. I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah. But I just feel that one fight, I feel that people's just it's just too much. It's just too much. I feel that he can right the wrong. I personally, if there's an option to take a step aside, I would take it, which gives him more time to continue to hone his craft.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I would do. Fifi again says opinions on Fury fighting in March. And the WBC allegedly, March. That's when we're fighting. That'd be a good bill. Fury and Yard in the same bill. That's a definite sellout. Anyway.
The Fury's fight's gonna be in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So better get your jabs up, son.
The knowledge, yeah, but we can fight in Saudi.
You have to get your jabs done. They're not let, especially you with your little black skin. They're not let.
Anyway, bro, stop messing about, man. Fifi, 188 on the live. Press the like, subscribe button, I beg. Fifi, thank you for the $4.99. What is that? Euros? That's euros, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Opinions on Fury fighting in March and the WBC allegedly going for the 20-80 split. Whyte hasn't fought for a year now. What should he do now? I think this is more or less, we've answered that question. But just to recap.
We have to recap because the cash come in, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just keeping this thing 100. What Dillian Whyte should do is grab this thing with two hands and forget about the money.
Yes. So I hope that answers your question. Dr. Wu, what kind of voodoo thing is this? Dr. Wu Doc says AJ asking Clifford Mitchell's opinion before the fight was telling. You might be right there, sir.
No, of course it was telling. And the thing about it is, he admitted it in his interview, even though I knew anyway. Even though he admitted it in an interview that he did on IFL with Kugan Cassius. I'm saying, bruv, similarly to George Foreman's annihilation of Ken Norton in Venezuela in 1973, right? George Foreman knocks out Ken Norton and stands over Ken Norton and asks after the fight what he was going to do. He said, I want to stand on his head after he knocked him out, you know. Ken Norton was in the ring and he looked across the ring, and for the first time he's seen a man bigger than him, look more defined, muscle bound than him, and he looked at his trainer, who was the late great Eddie Futch, because those Joe Frazier and Ken Norton both came under Yank Durham, who died. He was an excellent trainer, and he turned and he looked at Eddie Futch and said, "Bro, what do I do, bro?" Because he didn't know what to do. And this is a former world champion. This is a man, at the time he was former world champion. This is a man that twice beat Ali in many people's eyes. But he looked across the ring and saw George Foreman and said, "Well, what do I do?" So if Ken Norton could do it, and he's an all-time great, ain't no shame in Andy Joshua saying like, well, asking for no advice from Clifton Mitchell at the time. Maybe he's just trying to bolster the artillery. Maybe he just wanted to get some confidence from a person that's been in the game and he could have a closer affinity to.
Can I ask a question? What has actually AJ said about the night? Has Anthony actually spoke about?
Yeah, he spoke about the night.
And what was his take on the whole thing? Because I haven't heard from him.
He just said he just went in there and he got beat by the better person. He just took his lumps, he took his licks as it is.
I like that. It's his night. Anyway, AY can't be my AY. It could be. But he says,
if it is, stop. If it is your AY, tell him to send me over some of that cash to the team.
He said Tunde Chinese best to defend AJ, but that's supposed to read he got beat by a cruiserweight. No. Here they go again. Bruv, go and watch Usyk in the amateurs was a heavyweight. I want you to know that. He fought as a heavyweight in the amateurs.
He fought Joe Joyce. He was a super heavyweight.
Yeah. So
but he gave weight and he handled Joe Joyce handling.
Exactly. And if you look at the weights today, Ali was a small heavyweight, really.
Tiny in comparison.
He could have even gone down for a cruiser. So I ain't buying that. But anyway, Khan v. Brook.
Amir Khan.
Hey!
Shinake.
Amir Khan. I like to hear what people's views are on that. What about Floyd and him now? So I think people are misreading what they've seen. I don't actually think Floyd's training AJ. I think you're just there. I think Floyd's smart. Floyd's just making you talk about him again.
Exactly. Listen, Floyd's in Dubai doing some NFT business out there. Some man's paid Floyd a bag of money for Floyd to be out there. So Floyd's nice. He's boosting up this man's products and everything else. And him and AJ are bridges. AJ must have right, I'm down the gym. So Floyd said, oh, they're cool, like I'm down the gym. Floyd just knows, right? Me just being in the gym, no one ain't talking about AJ. I'm just taking all his shine.
Uzi San says Amir Khan's been smoking too much shisha. He's gonna gas out the fight, fam.
Yeah, but listen, I'm saying this, like, I think Kell Brook could clap him out, but I'm talking about boxing IQ.
So what are you trying to say? Khan's got better IQ than Kell?
I would say that Khan hasn't got a better. No, I don't. You know what? I don't believe that Khan got better IQ. I think Khan's better at listening to instructions, and I think he's very good at listening to instructions. Similar to Tommy Hearns, right? Tommy Hearns wasn't a spontaneous thinker. Sugar Ray Leonard was a spontaneous thinker. When you freestyle, you make up stuff, all the rest of it. Tommy Hearns wasn't. Tommy Hearns, you give him orders and instruction, you go and do it.
Good point.
Right, and that's what I believe with Amir Khan. I remember one time I said this on when I was at Sky. I said Amir Khan's a good boxing brain. The man was all the Asian community just come out for me hard. You see, you're hating, you're a big Amir Khan, a hater family. Shut up, you idiots. I'm not hating. I'm just saying this, bro. I want man to realize you're gonna have to get up very early in the morning to watch more boxing and study more boxing than me. I'm not just talking boxing of the last 20 years. I'm talking boxing of the last 100 years.
Here we go.
That's right. And Tunde knows it. That's why he had to come to me. That's why he had to come to me to find out what was going on with his shiny white teeth that he's bleaching, right? So I'm telling man this now, straight standard, right? I don't business. You know what I mean? You said 2022 is for you. That means it's for me. So if 2022 is for you, that is I'm making it all about me, right?
Yes,
Simple as that. I want man to realize this thing here. Kell Brook is amazingly talented, right? So I'm saying I'm gonna go give it to the man who is the better of the worst livers because they both live bad.
But you said that last time, but you don't really know that, Spence. I'm just being honest.
I do know it, Tunde.
You don't know that.
I'm the knowledge. I know.
You don't know. You don't know what
I know.
doing.
What Kell Brook's doing?
You absolutely don't know.
I do know what he's doing.
All right, cool. What's this man? Dubbin Nully D says Khan book both damaged fighters. It's a toss-up. And
I agree, it is a toss-up because Kell Brook could clap Amir Khan and knock it out.
Spencer, but sorry. Yeah, MTK gangster. Bro, yeah, gangster, brother. Don't come with those gangster man talk right there, bro. This is stamina for sale. We don't need no gangster business. But anyway, all type mighty for Spencer is not a gangster. He's a global ambassador for MTK, an honorable man, and he's doing good stuff and has always done good stuff for community and for people. Anyway, Mighty, but you give me joke Mighty for, so I had to put that up. Good. Skyliner says Tunde's biased. How? What, bro? I'm the most unbiased person out there. But anyway, Christopher Anthony said, Happy New Year's, use two. What is Tunde saying? Smith Jr. versus Johnson. I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna tell you the honest truth. I ain't watched none of them. I'm gonna watch that fight because obviously
you got out for it, yes, in America.
Nah, I'm not gonna go out for it. I'm not gonna go out for it. But I'm definitely, my eyes are on the fight, and whoever wins is who and where my focus goes, and that's how I've always been in boxing. I'm concerned about my own self-improvement and those that are around me's improvement, and I don't focus on no fighter until the contract's signed for us to fight them. So I'm definitely going to be watching that fight because we are the WBO #1. And from what I know, I know the reason the Smith camp has probably taken this fight is because they're looking at Callum's last two fights and they're saying, bro, this guy's ready to go. you know, and maybe they look at it as an easy touch because Callum wasn't number one. You know, prior to us being number one, Lyndon Arthur was number one. So Callum Johnson really just got in the mix. So from what I understand, this must be a voluntary, Spence.
Boy.
It's not a mandatory.
It is, of course, it's a voluntary. It's not a mandatory defense. It's a voluntary defense. Obviously, let's keep this thing real. There's a big battle for TV dominance in the UK right now, right? And Frank Warren needs to provide world title fights, right? But then Frank Warren's also not thinking about just for today, he's thinking about what in the years to come. Knowing that regardless of whatever happens, the winner of that fight fights Anthony Yard.
Come on.
Right? That's a big money fight. That's a big spin. Tunde's wanna come around my house with some plastic bag like back in the day, bro. To drop the peas on me, right? So that's what Frank Warren's aiming at, thinking like, right, because no disrespect, who knows Joel Smith? Man's talking about Joel Smith. I was saying, Rob, is Joel Smith related to Paul and Callum? You know what I mean? I'm just being real. No one don't know him.
Yeah, it's true. Not really
right. Really. And I know for a fact that I remember when I posted that fight, that him and Anthony after the WBO title. And when I talk, you know, my team's coming, and that was 2.5, 3 years ago. So
what are you saying then? So then you're saying that Smith's gonna win that fight?
Yeah, I do think Smith's gonna beat Callum. And that's that. I do. The reason being is because like I have not been impressed with Callum's last 2 performances.
Yeah, I don't think Smith near camp have either. So that's why they
right. And that's why he's got this fight. Like this is like a lot of sink or swim. You win this one, then you get in the yard, and you have a big, you know what I mean, a big pay-per-view on BT. Right?
Yep.
If you don't,
pay-per-view.
Yeah, of course it will be. If you don't, then you're gone, bro.
And if Smith does win, it's still going to be pay-per-view.
Yeah, of course it is. Right?
It's still
of course it is. Of course it is, because the build-up's going to be immense, and this is a win-win for me, because what this fight does. This fight acclimatizes the foreign fighter to UK fans, and the UK fighter to the American fans, because the fight's in America, right? Yes. But knowing that the main thing, especially after Anti-Yard's annihilation of King Not No More Arthur, right? Then we know like that will bring it to its zenith, and that's when people really going to take up and say, "Rah, you know what? Something's going to happen there," because that's going to be a big fight, and that's what it is. So I would say, like, to everyone, just sit down patiently. When they fight in February.
January the 15th. So
January the 15th.
Less than 2 weeks.
Bro,
2 weeks.
We have to do a big fighters right for that one, you know.
100%. Bobby Wright says, if Smith wins, are we going to America, Tunde, or can Frank get in the UK?
It could be in the UK.
Frank will get that fight. And Frank is the magic man. And that's a football stadium fight. I don't business. It's a football stadium fight, because the story and the journey of Anthony Yard is one that deserves that, in my opinion. You know, after the year last year, and then what a great way to finish the year, and what an even greater year it will be to finish up fighting for the world title. I'm biased. I would say Arsenal, but we'll go for West Ham as well. Any of the London stadiums.
How'd you like that, sunshine?
Yeah, but it'd be good. It'd be good. Anyway, let's come off of that. Yard, Baterviev, forget Callum and Smith. I would say Yard, Baterviev is a good fight as well. But guess what? All these other champions better fight Baterviev first. And why? We were the ones who went to Russia. We done our thing. And that's why I don't begrudge Callum Johnson, because he fought Baterviev as well.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I feel Callum's got a good shot is because... Is that Sugar Ray?
Yeah. Tommy Hearns. September 27th, 1981.
Come on. One of the reasons why I'm back on Callum is because this fight, to me, sounds, from what I've heard, like a little bit of destiny, Spence, in terms of the promise he made his father or the promise he's made to himself for his father about winning a world title. And I think, it's kind of serendipity because he wasn't supposed to get that shot. But who am I to say he wasn't supposed to get it? That's why I say we could be looking at a bit of destiny here. And we'll wait and see. 2 weeks, as a UK fighter or UK trainer, manager, I'm going with Callum. I wish him all the best. He's up against it, but I think he might do it. You know what? And I big up Callum because even for the breakdown and Yard Linden, Callum said, I'm going for Yard. So I'm returning the favor. I'm going for Callum Johnson. And then let's see. Checkmate says the bar gone. What's that? Daniel Dubois has gone back to the drawing board to learn his craft. The kid got schooled by Joe. Well, he's young. Daniel's very young, still young, tremendous puncher. Let's see. Let's see. You cannot write off someone so young who's only got one defeat against him. And he can punch. Daniel Dubois can punch, if anything. And let's see. Again, South London, born and raised. And again, he's a young man that I back him as well. I think he's going to do well this year. And let's wait and see. A man said, Skyliner Schimmel said, some say Clifton Mitchell told him to drink nourishment. Bro, that's how you know, bro, we're going on. Man saying, told man to drink nourishment in the corner. That's what I say about you yardies. You yardies are always on this nourishment thing and nutriment. Nutriment was the one, though, Spence.
No, what I don't business. Nutriment was the drink.
Nutriment was the one. The banana flavor for me was sick. And vanilla.
You see? Because you come over on the banana boat, Tunde.
What are you talking about? Nah, you see what I'm saying? You're going to get man locked up again. You can't be saying things like that, Spence. What's the matter with you? This guy. Please forgive Spencer. Sometimes he's been drinking. He's on the bottle. Look, he's drinking. There's some
orange juice, bro.
There's some alcohol in that thing.
Orange juice, fam. Orange juice.
Hold on. Again. You see, everyone's laughing, Spencer. Someone Spencer. What's that? Oh, please. The Fight is Right crew. Please forgive Spencer Fearon. When he gets on the drink, he's just about banana boat. Bro, that's how you know this show is live and interactive. Anyway, Adam Beanie Smith said Fury took less than 25% to beat Klitschko in Germany. Is that a major point there, Spencer?
It is a major point because, like I keep on saying, you can be one or two smart, you can't be three smart.
Spencer said, man said you're moving like a drunken fam. Gin and juice, your drink. Anyway, guys, say.
Let's keep this thing 100. Fury did take less than 25% to fight Klitschko, right? But whereas he was number one challenger, remember Klitschko tried to use some big sponge mat canvas, and Fury said, "You better change that mattress, bro. I'm not fighting. I'm going home." He was going to go home,
Yes.
So I think sometimes I get it where we don't trust certain people in the business. I get it that we're thinking, well, this is happening and that's happening, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying, understand this bit here, right? If Dillian Whyte, because I don't know if he did or not, but Dillian Whyte got offered step aside money, I'm sure the step aside money would have been more than the 20% that he's been offered for this Tyson Fury thing, yeah? That's number one. But if your mindset was that I just want to fight Tyson Fury and I'm going to make X amount, it don't matter, it's win-win for me. The win-win is you getting the win. Yes. Go in there and go do your thing, innit?
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because you're going to earn money regardless. You're Dillian Whyte.
I remember, everyone, Dylan's our man. Like, we're family. But this is the Fight is Right. And we just talk facts. We're not sugarcoating nothing. We're just telling it how it is.
Yeah.
And and Spencer has made the point this evening,
Yeah.
saying that
Take the fight.
just take the fight. So
Right. Take the fight, bro.
Deals, I think you should just take the fight.
Yeah, because remember,
I said it as well.
let me tell you this: the night Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, I believe that Dillian Whyte could have done him. Right? I believe that. But you didn't take it, and Andy Ruiz took it and secured his life now, because you know them little cartel man from Narcos is looking after Andy now. He's good.
My battery's running low. Go on. 1 second, Spence. Let me get my charger. Carry on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if these things are being offered, then go and get it. Ciao. I need some more orange juice, bro. If these things are being offered, boom. If these things are being offered, then I'm saying, go and take the fight, bro. Take the fight, because, like, it's there. As you can see there, that is Tropicano. I'm not drinking no alcohol, so Tunde can move himself. Take the fight, because there's going to be big fights for you there anyway. And what more than you challenging for the world heavyweight title? That's what I'm saying. Take the fight. I'd like to see Dillian Whyte in there with Tyson Fury, because I know Dillian Whyte in his mind believes categorically that he can beat Tyson Fury. Like, no one can't say, nah, you can't fight Fury. You can't fight Fury. He believes that he can go in there, fight Fury, and beat Fury. So if that is the case, then go and fight Tyson Fury. Don't worry about this money business.
Thank you, Digimon. 14, respect to Tunde and Yard. I walk past Box Up and see you training. Don't need a fancy gym to train. Sometimes you need them old school clubber-lang gyms. Come on. Yeah, bro. Anyone could just walk past and see us doing our thing. We're not in this hiding camp business. Man doing all their closed camp thing and still get broke up. Still get broke up. You ever doing all that secret services training? Back in the day when Ali and them, they used to, anyone could come and watch them train.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing because I believe, this is a fan sport. The fans, without the fans, boxing is nothing. And the working class people, I feel that they respect fighters to the degree that they should be allowed to watch them train.
Like I said, boxing is the last accessible sports star. As soon as we change that up, that it's not accessible to the people, that it's not for the people. Right? Leave it as it is.
Someone said you don't like Frank Warren. What's that about? Instead of getting feeling you don't like Frank. What's that about? Nah. Spencer's just, I don't think that's the case. What's this, Spence? Spencer said, no. Captain Al Pacino says Wilder got more respect for war he had with Fury, regardless of the loss. If Dillian makes it a classic, he will always have big fights there. Spence?
Exactly. And I'm in total agreement with you. I'm in total agreement.
Yeah, John Khan. You know that, innit? John Khan said we got 200 on live. Big Up wasn't even supposed to go live.
Come on, man. That's what we do.
We just did a random show.
This is regular occurrence.
So can you please press the like button, subscribe button? We would really appreciate it. What's this? Mighty 4 says Dan Aziz. Oh, I think I've lost it. Dan Aziz is the most exciting out of the GB. Oh, yeah? Okay. I hear your opinion.
No, wait there. I was partly impressed with Dan Aziz's performance against Jose Abel. Yes. Right? It was a very good performance, very contained. You know what I mean? I've done a little bit of work with him still, so I like that. He's a nice kid.
That is good people.
Very good people. And boxed really well. You know what I mean? Big up to Brian O'Shaughnessy, his trainer. He boxed really well. I just had to see him get some opportunities now. It's nice that he's getting opportunity, because the people that were saying, okay then, Dan Aziz He could be signing a deal with the Zone. He could be signing a deal with Boxer at Sky. So that's good goings for him, man. That's good goings for him. I like to anyone. Maybe he's on no spring chicken either. He's 32 now, you know?
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
correct.
And he's Nigerian, so if he says he's 32 and his passport says he's 57.
Here we go. Big up Gary. You know the set. 17.99. Gary always comes with them figures. Evening, gents. Just locked on. Happy New Year to my brothers. You know the set.
Happy New
Big
Year,
up,
G.
Gary. One of the most ardent supporters. Definitely of me and Anthony. I think, bruv, Gary's been there from the get-go, from the jump. Always supported us.
He's real. All we got to do now, I hope Gary's New Year's resolution is to stop smoking. Then he's good.
Yeah, I
mean, he's good.
He will do. He will.
And he want to give me his classic Rolex. He's got a classic Rolex. You know, his Rolex is bad. I want that watch.
What? What do I see here, Spencer? Big up Benn Oldham. He says, bro, £50. That ain't no joke.
You know what, Tunde?
Listen, no joke.
Gary ain't getting no money today because Gary
not a penny. This show, Gary ain't getting not a penny.
Ain't getting a penny. I bet he's eating pig with the.
A Yorkshire pudding.
You know they put the apple in the pig's mouth when they put it on the table, like the King Arthur days.
Big up Ben Oldham. He said, "Good evening, gentlemen. Do you think Tyson Fury believes Dillian Whyte is his bogeyman? The manner in which Fury is negotiating is telling. I actually don't think it's Fury negotiating. I think it's his paymasters.
Yeah, I don't. Tunde, listen. I believe that there's some weariness inside of Tyson Fury with Dillian Whyte.
You think?
Yep, said it, and I stand on it. Two things.
This man just took on one of the most feared puncher.
Yeah, Tunde.
In the heavyweight.
I'm telling you. You mean? Ask Muhammad Ali, would you rather fight George Foreman 3 times or Ken Norton 3 times?
Okay, I get that.
Stars make fights.
I can't ask him Ali because he's not here with us today.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
I do get you. But thank you, Ben Oldham. Great question. Great question. Thank you so much for the donation. In the year 2022, it's for you, Ben. 2022 is for you, but thank you, sir. Sam Ali said he's broke, so he can't donate today. That's why I'm not calling your Snapchats because there's no peas.
Now, listen, Sam. Hey, what I'm saying, listen. We've seen all the donations you've done in the past. We're really, really grateful for what you've done, and that's the support. The main thing is that you're supporting. Make sure you tick like.
Yes, sir, and subscribe. Dillian Whyte is a risky fight for any heavyweight. Says M. Dillian Whyte is a risky fight for any heavyweight. Says M.
Telling you. That's Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns in the background there. June of 1989, big boy fight. Just what I'll let you know. Here it goes.
Kelly Malia says Fury never respected Whyte. Interesting.
Well, he don't, but what I'm trying to say is this: it's like I've seen when Tyson Fury wants to fight someone, he don't business about negotiations and rare and all the rest. It's just come, let's go fight, let's have it. But for some strange reason, maybe his little gypsy voodoo man them's telling him, look, something's going on there with this youth. That's what I'm saying.
Chris Anthony says, yeah, there's something there with Fury and Whyte. Fury been putting up them shorts high since with them. Bro, you know what?
Bro, have you noticed? There's one thing. I love Tyson Fury. I think he's excellent. But he wears his ball protector underneath his armpits, too.
Bro, Fury don't need no protector. He got so much fat around his belly to sink in them body shots.
Fat can't protect you, sir. When a man throw you a sharp body shot, fat can't protect you.
Bruv, I feel that Fury is a conditioned heavyweight, no matter what he looks like. To be honest,
I told you, he looked in condition. Like he put a video out today. He looked in condition, bro.
Yeah, and his face looks very trim, and he looks. Fury's, listen, man, that guy. whatever he's doing is working, and whatever he's done before that worked as well, because he's the only undefeated heavyweight. Well, no, Usyk's now undefeated, but he just come into the thing. But Tyson Fury, he's really been a heavyweight.
Also, what do you think of Malik Scott saying that Usyk will beat Fury?
Well, maybe there's a bit of a sour grapes there. I don't know how he came about. I don't know how he comes about that, other than the fact that Usyk is a technical boxer, but Fury's a technical boxer, a puncher as well. Fury can punch, and he's a technical. How can Usyk with his movement in and out, but his movement wasn't actually that great against AJ or Chisora. It wasn't Lomachenko-esque kind of movement. It was just sidestepping. You know, Fury ain't no idiot. Fury, well, I don't know. But Malik, listen, he's been in the game a long time. I don't know if he's actually sparred with Usyk to make that opinion. I just think Usyk will be a hard fight for anyone, regardless. It's not going to be a walk in the park.
I do know that Malik's got sparred with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury broke him up.
That's what I heard.
He broke him up vicious.
That's what I heard. I heard that. But we'll see. We'll see. Broskin said, big fight as well, Spence and Tun, Martin v. Ortiz. Is it a big fight? I don't know.
Ain't no big fight.
It's called class. The fight soon start.
Yeah. But this is how much I'm not interested in that fight. I'm going to my bed, bro.
Yeah. John Khan says, rumors are Billy Joe's coming back 2022. Yeah, Gary says, Happy New Year, everyone except the WBC. Gypsy Juju boy. All right, cool. Fury, then the next show. Above Bronski, you're coming with a bit of too much hate right now. I'm reading, bro. We don't like that on this show, you know that. We're not. Nah. Anyway, if you had to have backup from a heavyweight in a street, who you picking, Spence?
Dillian Whyte.
Trust me, there's only one man, it's Dillian. Because Dillian will just take it. Dylan's already on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question, actually.
Dillian Whyte. Because did you see when Billy Joe boxed Canelo? And the bounce of them bad up Billy Joe's dad. And Tyson Fury never did nothing.
Yeah. But AJ said, bruv, but wasn't it AJ he dissed him? AJ said, I remember AJ says, I can't remember what it was.
No, it was Dillian.
220 weight in the thing. Press the like button. Subscribe. Thank you.
Wait, how many likes we got on the thing?
I don't know, I don't know. I can't see how many likes we've got. But there's 230 in the thing, so, Off the canvas, boxing says, I think Fury is slowing down based on the Wilder fight.
No way. Matter of fact, I'm going to watch that fight in a minute now. Let's go.
And Yuzi Zan says, why is no one giving Usyk a chance against Fury? I don't think anyone has says that or is saying that Usyk hasn't got a chance against Fury. I'm just saying it's going to be a difficult proposition.
Fury versus Wilder 3.
Given Fury's boxing ability and his size. But styles make fights, and we do know Usyk is used to going up against big men. He was Klitschko's sparring partner. And
I just turned on the Fury... The Fury Wilder
trilogy.
Yeah.
Trilogy, yeah.
There was a documentary yesterday on BT.
Okay.
Quite a few people were phoning up telling me there was a documentary on about the fight yesterday.
Okay.
Which I didn't watch. I got BT in it as well, but I didn't watch it. But
Okay. Wilder probably feels he's being disrespected by getting matched up with Chisora. Is Wilder actually going to fight again?
I hope so.
Off the canvases, when he thinks of Malik Scott, all he can think of them fruity pictures.
So, you know what? I got to hook up with OnlyFans, right? So Malik
Huh?
Scott could go. Yeah,
Say that again?
I got to hook up with OnlyFans.
What are you hooking up with them people for?
What are you talking about? Remember, I got to deal for Tony Belly.
Okay, but what is OnlyFans? I keep on hearing about this thing.
No, it's like how OnlyFans made their name was through porn, because girls just post up their porn stuff, but they're trying to be more legit with their stuff now, and what they're doing now is trying to be more. They're using sporting icons. I think allegedly Floyd Mayweather's doing a deal with them. Unfortunately, that one ain't got nothing to do with me. I wish it did though, because I'd be cutting some different piece for that. But yeah, it was a guy from No Label, Rob Stanley, who contacted me and said, "Oh,
So what are you telling me that I can go on OnlyFans and type in Spencer Fearon?"
Nah. I just got the deal for Tony Bellew. That's it. And I got paid. I got paid well.
Bro, Spencer's on OnlyFans. Bro, if I see you on that thing there, bro, me and you, we're no longer friends, bro. I'm gonna Anyway, this is Deontay Wilder should start an OnlyFans and do twerking tutorials. Bro, people are gonna be joking though. Spencer, listen. Do you think PEDs is a big problem in boxing?
No, I don't. And the reason why I'm being is this. Right? Pets don't make you box skillfully, you know.
Trust me.
Right? That's number one.
Fernando Vargas was on PEDs when he fought Oscar De La Hoya.
And look what happened to him.
39 punch combination.
That left hook when the La Hoya finished was vicious, bro. No, I don't think it's a big problem. I think it happens, and that certain fighters are on things, but I think that we should have the right testing, like what Floyd said. Like everyone has a fair level playing field. You know what I mean? That's what I believe, Taj. And when something like that, they're on level playing fields, then it's all good. So I like the fact that certain fighters are hooked up to WADA and certain drug companies, enforcement drug companies that will check. But I don't think it's that much of a problem, because all of that, you can do all of that. It don't make you a skilled fighter.
Okay. Hey, Benn again, £50.
Come on, Ben.
Thank you, Ben Odom again. Because of the temperament of Dillian, do John... Oh, where's the question gone again? Wait there. I mean, it's on the screen, but I need to read this. Yeah, because of the temperament of Dillian, do John and Shane Fury keep it respectful in press conferences? Bro, I don't know about that, you know, because John, the dad seemed like he would have
business.
But like, you know, rule does recognize rule, and I think that they know that you can't just talk to Dillian anyhow, because Dylan's coming back strong. You understand? So, and from what I see, John Fury's always respectful anyway. It's when you try to disrespect him. You understand? He just talks it how it is. From what I've seen of him, I can't honestly sit here and say that I'm studying this man, but I've heard him a few times, and he doesn't really sound disrespectful to me. He just really, he's a fighting man. He loves a fight, and he speaks well. I've heard him as an analyst on BT Sports a few times, and he obviously loves the sport of boxing, but he's also got a serious side to him, which I guess if you're a boxer or in boxing, you need to have. But yeah, definitely keeps it respectful to Dillian, but I believe he keeps it respectful to everybody. Quince, why would you ask that question? That's just nonsense.
What do you ask?
He said you got COVID. Bro, don't come put your mouth on me, I'll block your ass. I'll block you. Happy New Year to you, bros from across the pond. That is Young Billionaire. Thank you.
Yeah,
Happy
big
New
up,
Year to
big
you,
up.
sir. Do you think Canelo is juicing? It is pretty obvious. I don't know how. Not my business. Benn versus Broner. Who wins?
Good fight. It depends if Broner can be motivated to go and fight. Because if he's not, then I've got Benn outpointing him soundly. But Benn's still learning on the job. And Broner is a 4-weight world champion. And imagine we're looking at a man that's a 4-weight world champion and we're saying that he's an underachiever. So the man's gone from super feather, lightweight, super lightweight, and welterweight and become world champions in 4 divisions.
Gary said Broner's wash, fam. Bro, Broner was doing too much dancing. Broner is just...
you know what? When you see Broner in the back of limousine sucking out porn stars' crutches, right?
Spencer, what are you doing, man?
It's the truth.
What are you talking?
That's what he's doing. What do you mean by my mouth? That's what he's doing to him. He was sucking it out of you, sucking that straw to drink out the Pepsi. He's nasty.
Broner, no joke. Bronky, I agree with you there, mate. Broner is serious. When Broner comes with his full thing, he ain't coming to play.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Tunde. Can he come with his full thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll be honest with you. This one I'm going to agree with you, Spence. Yeah, I don't think Broner's got it left. Yeah. I can't see him.
He's too busy sucking out girls' crutches in the back of the
Spencer! Stop it, man. Bro, please, the fight is right. Spencer is drunk right now. Spencer's drunk. He's drunk on the gin and juice. He's drunk. If you want to fight in the live, please, I beg, press that like button before Spencer flipping ends our thing with too much drink. Hold tight, Bobby, right? After what Spencer said, this video has been demonetized. I'm telling you. Bruv, don't mess up our piece.
Nah, Ton, I'm telling you, you see the video when he was giving the girl fellatio?
I don't know about nothing like that.
Yeah, but there's some nastiness, bro.
Spencer, Tunde and Spence, did you know Sean Porter beat Usyk as an amateur? Of course.
Yes, I do know that. I do know that.
He did. Of course he did. If I know, Spencer definitely knows because he's the knowledge.
Yeah.
I thought Spencer was a Muslim. Why you drinking alcohol, Spence?
Bro, this is orange juice. You eat it.
It's orange juice and gin.
Tunde, you know what? I've never drunk gin in my life, and I don't know what it tastes like.
Never, right? I don't know what the thing tastes like.
When man say gin, that just sounds like old people drink.
Yeah, for real.
In Coronation Street, I have a gin and juice.
I just saw something here. Usyk's gonna conquer the heavyweight division. You could be right, you know, because he has had this dream to do that. And I said this before the fight. This guy said this was always his intention. And the way the heavyweight division is shaping up now, there are still some dangerous fights, but I just think his boxing ability can set him apart in this heavyweight division. It really can. It can set him apart. If he can stay on moving on his toes for the 12th round, and he can punch, let's not get that wrong. He can punch. Anyone who's thinking that Usyk is not a puncher, they don't know boxing. They don't know boxing. He can punch, definitely.
Did you see when he clapped AJ in the 3rd round?
In the last round as well.
Shineke.
And remember, he had over 300 amateur fights. So what do you say? Usyk's 300 amateur fights don't mean nothing, you know. Excuse me, I think they do. They do, Uzi. They do. T Singh says Usyk cannot beat Fury. No chance. Well, we'll see. I think a lot of people thought that about AJ, or did they, Spence? I don't know.
What?
I always said it, that Usyk can't beat AJ.
Nah, man. Everybody I spoke to,
yes,
the majority of people are going for Usyk. But when they're saying Usyk, I'm saying they said it because you don't like AJ's success.
Young Billionaire says, how good is Baterviev, Tunde, and Spencer? He's very strong.
Bro, it's a good fight.
Bro, the thing about it, Baterviev was on my radar from a long time because Beterbiev and Anthony Yarde sparred years ago. A lot of people don't know this. In the old TKO gym. And so we know about Beterbiev. You know, Andre Ward said he looked very beatable the other night because he seems to be slowing down. I think a lot of people may be waiting for him to slow down. But regardless, I even watched the fight with him against Usyk in the amateurs. Have you seen that, Spence?
I've seen it.
Huh?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, Usyk. And even though Usyk won that fight, if that was a pro fight, you could see how Beterbiev would be coming on strong later rounds. But again,
have you seen Kovalev and Beterbiev in the amateurs?
No, I haven't.
Good fight.
Send me that fight.
I will.
Send me that fight. I want to see that. Yeah. So you know, Beterbiev, Usyk, sorry, has always been used to dealing with these strong guys, even from the amateurs. You know, and he's got a way. He's always got a method. He obviously is not scared of the power. So I think I did hear someone say Tyson Fury is not going to walk through Usyk.
He's not.
And it's going to be a fight. And that's a good call, Sammy Ali. I will put that one up. Adrian Broner versus Khan and Brook winner. But guess what? Why don't we do Adrian Broner versus Conor Benn winner versus the winner of Khan and Brook?
Listen, the winner of Khan and Brook, both of them are retiring after this fight. Get that shit. They are retiring. This is a cash out fight. We dragged it out as long as we can. And you know what? Let's try and earn some last P.
Yeah, which is what I said from time, to be honest.
Right. And they said also we could play Eddie Hearn against Sky. And let's see where we're going to get the best deal and the most money. And that's what they've done. You know what I mean? Because Kell Brook already showed his colours when he took the fight versus against Terence Crawford. He said to hell with Eddie Hearn and Sky and let me go do my thing. And he done that deal individually. That him and his dad Terry, they worked out the deal themselves. So now it's about the dough. You know what I mean? And as much as Eddie Hearn was gutted, that he's like, and he was cussing, Kell Brook, I'll never work with him again. As soon as he's got his new platform now in the zone, he said, listen, bro, come back over here. Let's make you and Amir Khan. And Amir Khan and them man both, they kind of played him because they put out tweets, yeah, we just had a great meeting with the zone. So everyone's thinking, the zone's going to do Khan and Brook. And then what happens? Ends up on Sky. Reason why? Because Sky are in everybody's home. And they'll get more money at Sky. But Amir Khan was saying, no, the zone offered us more money than Sky. But we'd rather do it on Sky because they got the history of building up big fights. So that's what's happened. But the winner of that fight and the loser are both going to retire. So there won't be no one else fighting nobody else. They're going to retire.
Okay, good point. Big up, Gary. Beterbiev can bang, but AY to unify the straps against him after he beats the winner of Smith Jr. and Callum Johnson. Agreed.
1,000,000%.
Agaman says, please get the likes up, man. 246. We wasn't even supposed to be on this evening. And we're still going. It's 12:30. I think the fight, if anyone knows if the fight against Charles Martin has started, maybe we will do a live right now because
it's not started yet. I go check on the thing, but you'll have to buy it. But I know it's
it's $10.99 to buy it.
You must be mad.
That man
not getting $10.99 from me, bro.
That man are taking liberties. Spencer's got bare munchies, bro. Come on, wait there. Come on, you know that John Khan, you know we're coming out of retirement. You see the forearms ready. That's why these forearms are the reason why Spencer don't come and chat to me because I'll knock him down, fam.
Tunde's the idiot. You know what I mean? How can a little puppy that I taught how to throw a jab and wrap hands tell me anything about boxing? Shut your mouth, you idiot.
Yeah, joking. Hey, joker.
Box you in your face.
I'll top out that curry goat what you got in your belly.
Tunde, I already punched out the food through your belly. Let's not get twisted.
Potato streams. That's a new one. I ain't heard of that one then. Have you heard that
I
one?
might have to Google this one there.
Have you heard that one? Potato streams.
No, I'm not going to Google it right now. 1 second.
Yeah, let me see what I'm going.
Potato streams.
Potato streams. Potato streams. Oh, no, that one ain't working.
Nah, it's for Android, man.
Android? Okay.
Potato streams is for Android phones.
Mm.
I've got iPhone,
man. Happy New Year, uncles. More blessings. New Year. Old tight Capo. You know the set.
Come on, Capo. Big up yourself, bro.
That is mad. That is mad. There's 251 people on the live. There's only 3 likes.
That's a disrespect.
Absolute disrespect.
Stop. I say that, but we've made a lot of money today.
Yeah. No. But still, press the like button. What is so hard in pressing the like button? I don't
care, Tunde. I don't care. I don't care if they tick like or not tick like. That's ego. But the real thing is this. I don't get cash.
Man said 121 likes. Then someone said 49 likes.
That's all right then. So bless. You know what I mean, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
One said 132 likes at you giving it. Refresh your screen and there's more. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Wilder getting, hold on, what's that? Oh, this is something about Wilder. Wilder getting Brock up in the highlights behind Spence. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Someone's watching that. On your screen. Oh, yeah. That's Fury, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Right hand.
It's right 11. This is where he gets knocked out there.
145 likes.
What's the stoppage? Fury serious.
Fury serious. I like the way he rolled the shot and come up with a right hand. Nah, he thump up Wilder on the next level.
I'm telling you. This knockout is vicious. What's knockout? Boy!
Wow. That done the whole dance. That done the whole dance. You got to give it to Tyson Fury. You have to. There's just no doubt about it. He went over there. And let's not forget, this guy has gone over into a man's home turf twice. Went over to Germany, dethroned Klitschko.
What? Home turf 3 times, Tunde.
Went to America, dethroned Wilder 3 times because he won the first fight.
Of course he is.
Mr. Singh said, when's Yard fighting next? Spoke to Frank yesterday. We're looking at March. If we can get one in before the world title. Otherwise, the world title will be next, and we'll see when that is. Hope that answers your question, Mr. Singh. Yeah. Bruv, the amount of Snapchat things is coming through. I don't even want to cut off the live. I don't even cut off the live. But Gary Blake here get no money today.
He get nothing.
For the show. We're going to work out how much we made for this show. You're not getting a penny, bro. Fury fight cruiserweights only. How? Derek Chisora weren't no cruiserweight.
Vladimir Klitschko weren't no
cruiserweight. That's what I'm trying to say. Blood Clot Fury. That's his name, you know, on the thing. Blood Clot Fury. Bro, what kind of screen name is that? Blood Clot Fury. Nah, man, that's disrespect. Hey, Ben owed him again, Spencer. Again.
Happy New Year, Ben.
Nah, Ben, listen. Maximum is 150 pounds. Bro, you sure you're not a 419er? Bro, if you're a 419er, put 300 pounds in that thing there. Anyway, Ben Odom says Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm going to bed. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your contributions this evening.
Thank you so much, my
It's
brother.
been a pleasure, and we do wish you a great and prosperous, fundamentally a healthy New Year.
1,000,000%.
2022 is for you.
I mean,
Yes,
we might as well call it. We might as well go to the 2 hours, Tom. We might as well go to the 2
yeah,
hours.
yeah. Might as well.
Might as well go to the 2 hours because I'm not watching that Martin fight. I'm going to my bed, bro.
What's the truth telling? Capo boxing, the black girl from the States a couple weeks back for the belt. I don't know. Mighty Four says he likes the Nigeria Jamaican connection. Come on, all day. Northwest London, Wheezy in the house. Leo Kins, guys, how big do you think Probellium can be? That's a good question.
Very big. They got the links. They got Richard Schaefer out in the States. They're bringing through Sam Jones, who is the UK talent scout. And I believe that they're going to do big things. No, I know they've done big things already. But I believe they're going to do big things. They're a force. I think you're going to hear some kind of hookup between the Zone and Probellum. And we're just going to sit back and watch where things go from there. I'm excited.
I hope that answers your question. Man said Ben Oldham accidentally pressed 50 instead of 5. I love you guys, Tunde and Spencer. No, sir, he never.
Ben Oldham's a money man, you know. Ben Oldham supports loads of different channels, but Ben Oldham, he got dough, you know. You know, and he don't ramp because Ben Oldham knows the law. You know what I mean? That givers get.
Trust me. Chauffeurs VIP says thanks for the content. Our pleasure, sir. Ben out here washing money before the end of the tax year. Pick up yourself, Ben. Come on, that's a great way to do it. Chris Anthony says best food, Jamaican or Nigeria.
You see, listen, Jamaican food is Nigerian food.
Bruv, you just took the words out of my mouth. Don't try them technology questions.
Yeah? Because let me tell you this: the bread that Tunde likes to eat, that Ajayi bread.
Agege bread, we call it.
Right? Yes, that bread. Where did it originate from? It originated from Jamaica, right? And it was a Jamaican baker that went to Nigeria and started to sell hardo bread that became Ajayi bread. And that's how it goes. So no one can't fool me on this kind of thing. The African diaspora is so vast and so wide and so out there that the trick is to separate us, to say it's this and it's that or blah, blah, blah. Just similarly, you speak to them Cockney, man, you say, well, where did true Cockney come from? They say Cockney came from East London. And you speak to some real old timers and say, no, Cockney slang actually came from South London, but it got popularized in East London. So you're not tricking me.
South Wheezy, South London, always the first to everything.
All right. So you're not tricking me.
But the knowledge is giving us knowledge again.
Come on.
What other KO of the year last year? Smith versus Castillo. It was a brutal KO for sure. But Jake Paul against my man was a serious KO. Bro, I'm just being honest. That KO was different, bro. That KO. And I don't care about man saying that the signal with
no signal.
No signal. That's a feint, man. You know the boss, you gotta feint them, man. Feint them with the gloves. Bam! Overhand right. Good night, nurse. And if that was theatrics, that is not a good way to land on your face like that.
Let me just big up Kwame. He just posted us up on his team after this. He posted up the money that he sent in as well. Big him up. Post his thing right now, fam. He just posted it on the Insta.
Okay.
It's best support we're getting on this thing. I love this show. Yes, Tony Bellew, big up yourself. Just posted the thing for us as well.
Come on. Yeah. Great show, but Tunde looking like he's going to turn that hat into a balaclava and go on a move. Drew that city. Oh, Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin in a couple of hours. That's too long. Otherwise, we would have definitely done a coverage on that. We had no intentions of coming on today, but me and Spencer were just talking boxing, and we said, "Oh, you know what? Let's just set up a link." Lo and behold, after almost 2 hours, we still have 230 people on the live. Press that like button, press that subscribe button. You know how this thing goes. Come on. New Year's Day is pagan. Here we go.
Listen to me. Let me tell you this. Let me just talk on this thing again, yeah? When man are talking about this New Year's is pagan.
Oh, you see the thing, lies in the camp.
Right.
This was a gift given to all of us.
And Tunde, I want my one. The day with your black t-shirt for your Rocky Balboa.
Trust me, bruv. Trust me. This was emotional. When my man, who can I just say, wants to be kept anonymous. That's how you know
that's your business. I'm telling you everyone.
No, Spence. Shut your mouth.
Have to big up.
Shut
And
your
I want my one. No,
Shut your mouth. Do not. This man said, please, I don't want to be known. I don't want to be known. And again, that's when you know the thing is genuine.
Tunde Ajayi, listen to me, yeah?
Come on. But yeah, thank you very much, brother. Yeah, it was an emotional day last week when you come and presented us with our chains. But yeah, anyway, go on, Spence.
I want my one. You stayed about he's giving that chain.
You get.
I'll punch him in his face, bro. I'm the founder of this whole thing.
Do you think they really going to feed Babik to Rivas this year?
No blinking way.
I think Rivas
like Rivas is the what's that new catchweight champion now? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, in between cruiserweight and
I can't even keep up with it. Yeah, but he's that new champion, and there's no way they're gonna give Babish to him right now. Babish can fight, but they listen. Rivas can fight, bro.
Rivas is a serious fighter.
He can fight, bro. You know what I mean? He dropped Dillian Whyte vicious.
Did he drop him or did he hurt Dillian?
He dropped him.
Yeah, he dropped him, didn't he? Yeah.
Tunde dropped him like a bad habit.
Yeah.
He dropped him. So, no, man.
Yeah, that would be a serious fight. That I don't know what kind of numbers Babic does, but
he brings some entertainment, and he's very, very courteous to Dillian Whyte for Dillian giving him the opportunity he's got, because Dillian's put him on some big opportunities. He's made some good money as well. And Babic is a fun fighter. I like Babic. I like him a lot, but I just think like he
nearly got iced in that last fight. You know?
Well, if he nearly got iced in that fight against a man that I don't even know, you can't be going up against Rivas right now. Just take your time, man. Yeah, I mean, the patient man rides a donkey, so you better get on that donkey.
Got a good trainer in Mark Ramsey, a great trainer.
Mark's a good trainer, man.
Probably one of Canada's, if not Canada's finest.
Right.
You know, I remember he thinks he's smart. Again, he tried to ask us for sparring with Batavia. I said, you must take my for idiot. I said, what am I sparring? But what was sparring? You want to try, but you man think I'm some fool or something. You try to size man up. That's why the sparring thing is nonsense. If I'm in your division, why am I sparring with you? Roy Jones said this years ago. He said, bro, why am I sparring with you and I could be your potential opponent?
Yeah. So later to that.
It don't make no sense. Pa Jones says, thoughts on Johnny Fisher.
I like him. He just signed a deal now with Matchroom and DAZN. I like Johnny Fisher. I think he's a fun fighter. You know, I mean, he's only had a handful of fights. He's managed by Sam Jones, but I like Johnny Fisher. You know, I mean,
when you say, are you still managing Arnold? Why wouldn't I still be managing him? I don't get you. I don't get that. I don't get that. But I manage Frank Arnold. He's my young lion that is gonna be a problem. You know, the number he just done on that boy, the last opponent. You know, it took the world champion, the current world champion Lee Woods, I think 3-4 rounds, and that was recent to stop my man that Frankie just stopped, and Frankie just stretched him in 1 round, and that was a knockout. That weren't no joke, that was a knockout. So Frank Arnold is a young kid, you know, again, another one who, I hope you don't mind me saying, you know, lost his mother last year, or this year, and really has had to come through a mental challenge. But we've all been there for him. Credit to his trainer, really mentor, really father figure in Gareth Lawrence. And I'm looking forward to this young man's career. Yeah, Lee Glover. And Lee Glover was kind of it was a testing factor. Lee Glover's fought for titles. The fight before Frank, sorry, I'm going into Frank. He fought Muhammad Ali, who was an England kid. You know, he went points with him. And he fought Lee Wood, Lee Wood is the current
WA regular champion.
Yeah. And Lee Wood, I think Lee Wood stopped him maybe in the 3rd round, and Frankie knocked him out in 1 round. So, and Frankie's young, and Frank don't play boxing. Trust me. I'm looking forward to Frank's career. First fight with me as his manager, live, you know, on Frank Warren's big show. And that was a great night for Frank and the team, and I'm so proud of him. And he is the UK's version of the Tank. We call him the Tank, and he's another name you got to look out for. Big up. This brother, Mr. Singh keeps on saying Yard Bawatsi would be a great fight.
Listen, we've gone past the 2-hour mark, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Bobby Wright, yeah, was a good fight. Stop writing the same question. You know that, innit? It's like my man wants to, he wants that to be, but we said it. It's gonna, bro. Don't worry about nothing, man. Everything is meant to be. But we all know Anthony Yard is the #1 fighter in the UK. And in the light heavyweight division, we are currently ranked #1 in the world. And the future's bright. 2022 will be a great year. Spence, who's Andy Cruz? Do you think Andy Cruz will turn pro this year? What you reckon he can do in the lightweight division? I've never heard of him. Spence, you know him?
I mean my Twix, bro.
Bro, how much munchies have you had this live? You have bare munchies this live.
I've had beer. I'm going to bed to try and burn off some of this fat.
All right, cool. T-Sing, I don't know, bruv, who are you? Bruv, anyway, you're trying to get man. And where does your advice come from? Are you a trainer? Are you a manager? Are you a promoter? Have you ever stepped into a boxing ring? What do you know? Why would I take your advice? Why don't you come and do your own show if you've got so much advice to give? Bruv, come on, man. Bruv, don't get me started. I'll just block you you'll be the first blockage of 2022. So don't come with no advice. We are the ones giving advice. Please, I beg. Bobby Wright, there's always one in it. But we were doing so well. Now man chat about advice. Advice what? Capo, relax. We don't give. Well, that's why we don't call him man's name. We don't give him man no energy. Let man keep on talking. Yeah, you call him back. What's Pat gonna do? Pat, me. See, this is what I'm trying to say. You man, try this divide and conquer thing. It ain't gonna work. We're all family out here. We're all family. It ain't gonna work. Spence, what you eating, man?
I just take my biscuits, bro.
Advisor, bro. These guys,
bro. Twix is to sponsor the thing, yeah. I'm telling them now. This one sponsor the fight is right.
Imagine he needs to find a chick that looks at him the way Spencer's looking at them Twix. Spence, we are dragging on now. We're dragging our feet. There's 220 people on the live, 225 actually. But we've had a good little chit chat.
It's a good chit chat. I'm thanking to every single person that sent in the Snapchat money.
Yeah,
chat money. Really, really appreciative of that. Really good way to just step in the new year. Like spontaneous thing. It was really nice.
Yes.
Nice, I mean, Tunde always likes to do the thing from his kitchen. So it's like I've got a kitchen diner, so it's like it's nice for me to do because I'm on a breakfast bar right now.
Come on.
Nice to do that as well. I'm gonna watch a little. I might sod that. I'm going to my bed because I know I will stay up to watch that Martin fight, but I'd rather just watch it on YouTube tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
in my bed.
Trust me.
Because Martin's an idiot.
What you boys are eating? What are you going to eat it for? But we might just shock everyone and beat my man today, you know.
No, you know what, Tunde? I've got a strange feeling that Martin could beat him on points, you know.
That would be a good.
Because remember,
we really don't know how old Ortiz is.
We do know how old he is. He's older than dirt.
Come on. But yeah, thank you to Mayor Brixton. Come on, Courtney, bruv. Ortiz will KO Martin.
Yes, big up Country Don, my bona fide.
The country there?
Yeah, country, man. That's country, man.
Big up country.
Big up country. And I also thank you, country, for my kids' Christmas presents. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, brother.
Christopher Anthony said Ortiz is 136 years old.
No, he's lying. He's 137. He's 137.
Man says Prince Martin for the upset. But you getting me gas now. You're making me think we're gonna do. Nah, we ain't doing no live, but
you know what? Ralph Dawkins. Let me big up Ralph Dawkins. So he runs his channel. Nice guy as well. Got to big him up. You know what? I could see that Martin outpointing Ortiz, you know, and winning on points because it's two southpaws. And whenever we seen two southpaws in the heavyweight division at that caliber fighting each other, we don't see it.
I don't think Martin's gonna win this fight. I don't think.
No, I don't. I think Martin's gonna stop him.
Yeah, I think Ortiz is gonna stop it. I think
Ortiz is gonna stop him late as well.
It could even be early.
No, I reckon round 8 is gonna stop him.
Say that again.
Round 8 stoppage for Ortiz. That's my call.
I'm going for round 2 stoppage for Ortiz.
Tunde, I be a judge your record.
And yes, very good point. Shout out to David Diamante. We hope you get well soon, brother. You know, bad motorbike crash, but God bless you and hope you get well soon, sir.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I believe that Dave's gonna be cool. Nice guy, very, very genuine human being. Yeah, I mean, loves boxing, loves the fighters, and yeah, I really, I mean, loads of people say, "Oh, I pray that you get better," but they don't really mean it. They'll say it's a passing comment. I really want him to get better because he's a nice dude. Seriously, very nice guy.
Spencer, did you know Vidal was riding amateurs? Well, I certainly did. I know his dad. Vidal. I know his dad.
Yeah, of course. What about him?
His dad used to box. I don't know. Someone just asked, do you know Vidal?
Yeah. He's doing his bits now. He's doing the talk along, fight along thing for Sky.
Gary said, Ortiz Martin will be the lowest pay-per-view show in the history of boxing. You know that? Any news on Josh Kelly? Because, bruv, I don't even know where this brother is.
Listen to me, yeah? Josh Kelly has lost the belly because after that loss, you know what it is? It's like, it's not good when you follow too much. Listen, you see when trainers boost up their fighters too much and then they come a cropper and make it worse, your trainer had to throw in the towel. After your trainer was gassing, Adam Booth was thinking, right, he's a load of fucking rubbish. Right? But if you listen to the insiders, and this is not me taking a slot on Josh, because I know him, I like him a lot. But a lot of people said he lacked bottle. A lot of the insiders who work for him from the amateurs, I ain't going to call their names, but they were saying, nah, he lacks bottle. Or like when he's been in there, like when he boxed in Azerbaijan, he bottle dropped it. I know people that went to the commentary team that said, they don't know about that department. Yeah? I'm saying from you step into the ring, you don't need to worry. You've got that already. But
So Bobby writes it. Mrs. Hin's gonna advise Kelly to come back. You know this man's chat about advice, bro.
right.
Come on,
But
Bobby.
what I am saying is this is like I remember how much Adam Booth was saying, like, I believe that technically he's the best fighter I've ever trained. This is the man that worked with David Hayes. I mean, this is the man that worked with George Groves. He said that technically he's the best fighter I've ever, the most gifted. And then you come a cropper. I know what Adam Booth's like. Adam Booth's like that, right? I don't know about this bridge and this boy again, you know? Right. Exactly. The game's a game, man. You know what I mean? The game's a game. Nothing new under the sun. You know what I mean? And nothing older under the stars, mate. It's all the same thing.
Mr. Singh, the great advisor, says, I think Kelly has a lot of potential, just poor matchmaking with Anavisian.
No, that wasn't poor matchmaking. That was your management team, your trainer, writing checks that your ass couldn't cash. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have to take that fight. You could have strung it out and had a massive fight with you and Conor Benn. You know what I mean? You could have done the Conor Benn route and fought the same opponent as Conor Benn fought, but you never wanted that. You took it because listen.
Says, I gotta put this out. Dillian Whyte said the real Prince Charles could be Charles Martin. Bro, you know what disrespect that is? Man said the real Prince Charles could be Charles Martin. Oh my God, he ain't got no chance tonight. Say. Come on, say. Come on. Carry on, Sven.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, when your bubble's being burst, it takes a different kind of character to reinflate that bubble.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. Adam Booth, do you think it's gonna make a change now that Liam Williams is with him for the Eubanks fight?
No. I don't think that at all. I think Liam Williams is a very good fighter. But I think with all the emotional stuff that's happened to Chris Eubank Jr., I don't like this fight for him.
But one thing I know about Liam, right? Because Leon silently backs man because he's always on my page and stuff like that. And he's one thing I know about Liam Williams, that brother can fight.
He can fight, bro.
If anything, he can fight. So if Eubanks ain't on his boxing thing, he best man. Because I personally wouldn't get no toe-to-toe with Liam Williams. But then having said that, I would like to know how much Liam's got after that fight there with my boy
Andre.
Yeah,
but the thing about it is this: he never took a bad beating in that fight.
Yeah, but it was a 12 round. You know what? You say it wasn't a bad beating, but that was a hard fight, Spence. That was a hard fight.
It was a hard fight, but in my eyes, it was a bad beating. I've seen like fights where I think, boy, you know what? That's put some miles on the clock. Maybe psychologically, I put miles on the clock, but I'm saying like Eubank Jr. has not impressed me in years. And I'm just being real. He ain't impressed me. So yeah, we shall see.
All right. Well, Spence.
Yeah.
Andrade showed levels against Williams. That's true. Charles Martin is done out here. Can't believe he said, "Walk this earth like a god." He spelled dog backwards. Oh my God, bro, Gary, what's the matter with you? Is that how you got over, Gary? Man said Charles Martin is done out here, fam. You know, Gary's the person who I got fam from, you know, because I never used to say fam because it's not part of my vocabulary. But Gary Chain is the man that I got the word fam from. Because he's a man who always says, man's done out here, fam. Yeah, and Gary's a very educated man. So, you know, like, when he gets around us, he just lets his hair out. lays his hair down. But he says Charles Martin is done out here, fam. Can't believe man said walk this earth like a god. He spelled dog backwards. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. Anyway, Eubanks is posting video clips of him doing 20 left hook combinations with a random personal trainer in Dubai. Surely Liam Williams will be grafting away with Adam Booth. No sign of Roy Jones with Eubanks.
Nah, don't read into that. Roy Jones is still working with you, man.
Oh, of
when
course.
you're talking about
Roy
that random man, that's Anthony Williams who he's working with, and Roy Jones still in the picture. But my man's just gone out to Dubai because that's where his nephew lives. Remember, he lost his brother, Sebastian. God rest his soul in paradise this year. Well, last year, sorry, because we're in the new year. And he's just gone out there. Like everyone goes out to Dubai. I remember when Dubai was the spot. When I was going out to Dubai 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was a spot. Now, Dubai coming like Lanzarote to Rati.
Imagine.
I mean, big Dubai coming like Lanzarote. Like Ayanapa. You go to Dubai, that's like Ayanapa to Rati.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody's out.
Yeah. So he's just gone out there to spend his bits. Everyone goes out there for Christmas. He's spending time with Joshua and them man there, and he's doing his thing in it. So it is what it is.
Wave said, "Who do you think is a perfect trainer for AJ?"
Perfect trainer.
Yeah,
the guy on the left of the screen right now. I rest my case. And on that note, we end the show
by saying, "Dream it, believe it, become it."
Come on down, get down for 2022. As Babatunde said, 2022 is for you. Grab this thing with two hands. Live your dreams and aspirations, not your fears and desperations, because you have to be what you want to see. Peace, two fingers. I'm out.
Love. Thank you, everyone, for joining this evening. It has been a pleasure.